gorgeous loves out there, and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Halloween tag collaboration with DW from Dub's Beauty Diary. She reached out, asked me if I wanted to do this with her friend Melissa Nadaline or Nadaline. I'm not totally sure how to say her last name, but it does seem quite fancy. But she is actually the creator of this Halloween tag, so we're going to answer some spooky related questions as well as create a look with some spooky season themed palettes. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree. I'm a crazy lover of all things beauty. I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, and I like to do a lot on indie makeup. So if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Hello babes, happy Halloween to all of you that do celebrate, since this is Halloween when I'm posting this. If you don't celebrate though, I hope you're still having a wonderful day as well. But I'm excited to get into this Halloween tag. I'm so happy that DW reached out and asked me to do this. It's such a fun idea. The questions are so much fun. I believe DW and Melissa are going to be using the Ghost Town USA palette and doing it as a palette bingo style. And you had an option to just create a look. You could pick whatever palette you wanted to use. I think I'm also going to use the Ghost Town USA palette and do it as a palette bingo, but I'm also going to use it with the Haunted Europe palette so I can get some use out of some things in my collection. Since these are both from Nomad, both spooky season releases for them, I figured I might as well use them together. But I will make sure to link DW and Melissa's channel so you can go check them out, check out their videos, see how they answer the questions. I will also have the questions in the description below, and I believe that there'll be other content creators during this tag, and I believe anyone can do it. There will be a community playlist, which I'll also link if you want to do this. So let's start generating the shades. So I'll do 3 for each palette. I was going to do 4, but I don't want to make it that hard for myself. I'm going to go to a site called random.org and put in the minimum max number, so 1 through 18, so there's 18 shades in each. And I'll just show you guys my screen and then we'll swatch the shades. So hit generate. The first shade I got was 10. So we're going to do it like this way, where I go 1 through 6 and then keep going this way. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10th shade would be Calamity Jane, which is like a deeper teal. So we're starting on a good foot here. I love me a good deep matte. We're gonna generate the next shade, which is, can you guys see my screen? Number 12. Number 12 is this shade called Stagecoach Mary. It's like a deeper sagey olive. So we'll put that here. It's a good 2 shades so far. And then the very last shade we have is number 6. And number 6 is Ghost Town. Okay, we got the light green. Okay, so far I seem kind of lucky. But let me not speak too soon before it gets crazy with the next 3. So now we'll switch over to the Haunted Europe palette and I hit generate. We've got 14. 14 is, so this would be 12, 13, 14. Oh, we have a brown. We have Drags Home Castle. Okay, I hope I get a shimmer. I hope I get a shimmer. Okay, that's a brown. Let's generate another shade. I can't even see what I'm doing. We have number 11, which 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we've got Krampus. We've got a purple metallic. At least we got a metallic. I'm starting to stress out here. This look is going to be real smoky. Maybe we'll be lucky and get one lighter metallic, maybe. We've got the shade number 2. Okay, number 2 is Hushka Castle. We got a bright yellowy gold metallic. I will take it. Okay, so this is what we got, y'all. It's more muted. It's more dark. But I think I can work with this. So let's get into this look and into these questions. I'm going to first start off with the Drags Home Castle shade in the Haunted Europe palette. Yes, I'm starting off with the brown, which is not my usual. So let's put that on the eyes. I'm not gonna actually be like telling you all the shadow steps because I'm gonna be focused on the question. So the first question is, do you get scared easily? And I'm gonna have to be honest and say yes, I do. I swear, I am like such a scaredy cat. My husband's always like, why are you always jumping and like getting scared in the house? Because like he'll just come out of the corner and I'll jump and I'll be like, oh, I didn't hear you coming. And he's like, okay, why are you so scared in your own home when you know it's just like me and the cats at home? And I'm like, I watch too much scary stuff. Yeah, I watch way too much scary movies, scary things caught on camera. So maybe that's why I'm jittery. But I think I've been like this since I was younger. Honestly, I did start watching scary movies from an early age. My mom was really into scary, like horror films and thrillers, and then I got addicted. So I don't know, maybe I've been a scaredy cat bred from birth. And then the next question is, what scares you the most? Jeez, what scares me the most? Besides anything happening to like my family, friends, my husband, I think drowning. I think the idea of drowning scares the hell out of me. Just the thought of experiencing something like that is terrifying. I love swimming. I'm a great swimmer, but I just think like that would be a horrible way to go. And I watch a lot of like things gone wrong with people like going deep diving into caves and like the story of them drowning. It's just like, oh gosh, full on anxiety attack just hearing that. So I guess that's what I'm most afraid of. I'm sure there's some other things I could think of. Now getting into another shade, I'm going to go into Ghost Town and the Ghost Town palette. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to clean it off and use that like in the front and to blend out the edge of that brown. So then the next question is, what is your favorite Halloween tradition? Honestly, I don't know if I have a necessary Halloween tradition that I follow every year. I mean, I love, you know, giving out candy. I always participate with that in the neighborhood. And I just love seeing like kids in their costume. It's so cute. And when I was younger, I mean, I was crazy about dressing up and, you know, getting candy. I just think that's just such a fun memory as a kid. So definitely, you know, a memory I like to contribute for kids now, trick-or-treating. I don't have any kids of my own, but that was something I would definitely do with my kids. So next shade we should go into is maybe some of these like bluish tones that I got. Well, maybe I'll go into Calamity. I think I need Calamity on the outer corner. I need a little bit more depth to this brown, so let's get into that shade in the Ghost Town one. It's just not smoky enough out there for me. Okay, and then it says, what is your go-to Halloween candy? I mean, for candy in general, my favorite is Twix. Love me a Twix. I love Kit Kats. I think those are like my go-to things. Like when we give out candy, I have to like stop myself from like digging in and getting all the Twix out because I just love like the cookie, caramel, chocolate stuff. I also love fruity candy like Starburst, and I love gummy bears. I think those are my go-to candies, but those are my go-to candies all year round. If I was going to pick a candy, that was the depth I needed for the outer corner. So I think we should do the lower lash line. Yeah. I think I'll use Stagecoach Mary now down there. I need to use that. It's in the Ghost Town palette. I'm going to use that down here. And I'll probably use that deeper teal on the outer corner. But the next question is, have you ever done a couple's costume or a group costume? And honestly, I don't think I ever have. No couple's costume that I can think of, and I don't think I've ever done a joint costume with friends either. I guess I was just not one of the cool kids. I was supposed to do it one year in high school. Me and all my friends were going to dress up as the cast as from Anchorman, the movie. I forgot who I was supposed to be, but I had like a family emergency and I ended up missing school that day where they were doing the costume, so I didn't get to participate. That was the closest I ever got to a group costume thing. But I've never done that with my husband or any guys I've dated in the past now that I think of it. I guess I was just not that girly. But then the next question is, are you superstitious? And I would have to say that I am. I definitely am. Like the whole, you know, splitting up your hands, going through like walking, and when you see like a post, if you like separate your hands. With my husband, I'm like, oh no, we can't do that. Or like the whole, well, I don't know if I'm the black cat thing, but like opening the umbrella inside the house, walking under a ladder, like those little superstitions, I'm kind of follow them. And like whole like throwing salt over your shoulder. I don't know if it's just more like I think it's fun to participate in these superstitions, but I would say I'm superstitious. I need to get into Ghost Town again, the light green one in the Ghost Town palette, and use that to blend the edge down here. But then the next question is, do you believe in ghosts? And I 100% believe in ghosts and all that paranormal stuff. There's gotta be more to this life and more than just dying and going nowhere. At least I believe so. And I do watch a lot of like paranormal things caught on camera and like ghost shows, and I'm all into that, and I just have to believe that there's something more out there, you know. And like with my mom passing, I just have to hope that she's still there and that there's still a connection to her somewhere. So I've always been a big believer that there's something out there. Don't know if they're really considered ghosts or what it is, but I believe like that our energy and our spirit continues to go on even after death, however that manifests or shows up. I don't know, but I do believe in ghosts. So let's go into that beautiful purple shade, Krampus. I'm just gonna go in with that shade with my finger here. Keep it like right there. I'm not gonna take it all the way in. Ooh, that's a beautiful, like deep, cool purple. And then the next one is, have you ever been to a haunted house, real or entertainment? I've been to those haunted, like, set up, you know, things for Halloween. I love a good little scare and scream. And I have. I'm 100% believe I was in a haunted space before in my life. I did a story. I did like a telling a scary story why I did my makeup on this channel. I will link that video below. I had a crazy experience staying in an Airbnb out in Oklahoma with my husband, and I believe that something was going on there. You know, we were having like sounding like steps on the roof and we couldn't sleep. We both had a crazy dream about like animals and being in the cabin, and we both woke up with sleep paralysis, and we didn't know about it until the next like morning where I was telling him about it and my dream, and he's like, oh my, I had the same experience. I had sleep paralysis. I had a dream about being in the cabin and animals, and like it was just like a whole crazy thing. We even put like salt around the house because like for sure in like the Hawaiian culture we believe that like salt is like a cleansing, protecting thing. And even that night after we did like the second night, we could hear it sounded like steps on the roof. I'm not exaggerating. It was the craziest experience I ever had. And we were next to this like creepy broke down cottage shed thing next to the house that was like just right out of a scary movie. And we're kind of like up in this hill. It wasn't super populated. There were houses nearby, but it gave all the spooky vibes. This is during COVID when we're just trying to find a way to get out of the house. But I truly believe I had a haunted experience, and I've had other experiences in my life with places I've grown up where like just strange things were happening. I could do a whole video just talking about things I've experienced. But yes, I have been in a haunted house, real and for entertainment purposes. Does that look okay? I think that's okay. Let's go into the Hoshka metallic now. It is that goldy shade. We're going to use that in the inner portion. And I'm going to try to use that in the inner corner too, to see if that can give enough brightness. If not, I'm going to go into a highlighter on the inner corner. Is that cheating? It might be cheating. But, I mean, that actually might work as a bright enough shade. Now, the next question is, favorite horror monster or villain? I don't know if I have a favorite, but I would say The Shining. The Shining was one of the scariest movies I ever watched as a kid, and I remember like waiting for each part to play on TV, because that back then you had to like watch it in parts on a show. You know, you couldn't just like instantly stream something in my childhood days. And that Shining with like the little girls and the lady in the tub. I mean, all of the characters in that, to me, the scariest. And then like the dad going crazy. The whole Shining and all the characters to me are the scariest. Probably my favorite movie, most nostalgic one that I can think of. That will go down in history in my life for sure. And then the next question is, do you prefer gore or thriller? I would say thriller. I don't like the overly gory Halloween movies, like with all the blood and like, it's just like too much. I forgot which one that I watched. Was it Evil Dead or something? It just was like, it was too much. And to me, once it gets like over the top, it stops being scary and just more like gimmicky and overdone, and then I like start to lose my attention. I like more thrillers, more like you see less of the scary stuff and the more like scary scenes that like, you know, the jump scare scenes. That to me is way more scary than the shows with all like the blood and gore and all that. It just gets too much. Like those Saw movies and all that, they don't do it for me. And then let's see, do we have more questions? Have you ever played with a Ouija board? And that is absolutely not. Never, ever, never will. I'm just not a person that feels comfortable using a Ouija board, because I truly believe that it can tap into some things that we're not aware of. And I don't know if I just want to possibly invite any kind of energy that I wouldn't want in my space through a Ouija board. So I don't think I will ever use a Ouija board in my life. It's not for me. I just heard too many like horror stories online and from other people about using a Ouija board, and I just don't think that's my journey. I don't think I want to find out if that stuff really happens. Absolutely not. And then we have, what was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid and why? I was the typical girly girl, okay? I was either a princess, a fairy. I also used to love being Jasmine or the Little Mermaid. Those were like my two favorite Disney characters. So I think I was Jasmine a lot of years. I was definitely like the typical princess fairy kind of girl, and I still kind of am. And then we have, be honest, you really only take one piece of candy if the sign says only take one. Honestly, I was the kid that would follow the rules. If it said take one candy, I would take one candy, and I would be that kid that would call out someone if they took out more than one candy. I had no shame. Like, I would tell people, hey, do you not see that sign? I would get on people. I was that kid that didn't like when people also didn't follow the rules, and I would call them out so quick. I had no shame, okay? Guys, I was a tough little kid. I wasn't scared of no one. I was so quick to correct someone and like let them know that that's not right. It could be a kid, it could have been an adult. I would have said something. So yeah, I would be the person who would follow the rules. I'm being truly honest. I was not the rule breaker as a kid. So yeah, is that the last question? I think that's the last question, y'all. And perfect timing, because I finished the look And I think I used the shades right. I used the lighter green. I used the mid-tone greeny shade. I used the deep nude shade. I did use the brown. I used the 2 metallics. Yeah, and I actually think this look is really good. It came out way better than I expected, and I actually really like this combo. Okay, so let me do my liner, lashes, mascara, and then I'll come back and we can wrap up this video. All right, loves, I am back and I put my hair down, and I think this look came out so nice. Now that I have like everything on, mascara, my lippy, I'm really feeling this color combo. It came out better than I expected. So I guess the makeup gods were in my favor again, because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with the color options that I got, but it turned out lovely. It's giving a little bit of grunge, smoky, spookiness. I love it so much. So what I did off camera to complete this look is I went in with this liquid lipstick from Unearthly. It's the shade Grim. It's a very cool grayish brown shade. It goes perfect with the cool tones on the eyes. I also used the LA Girl Shockwave Liner in Fresh to brighten up my waterline. It's like a pastel kind of aquamarine shade. I used the NYX Epic Ink Liner to create a wing. I used the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and the Blend Bunny Lash Perfecting Mascara. And I think that's it for, yeah, what I did off camera to put this together. And the gold shade was actually great at being an inner corner highlight. I didn't have to pull in a highlighter, which actually reminds me, I forgot to tell you, I did put on my Tropical Nights blush and highlighter palette. I didn't have any blush on for some reason, so I went into the shade Mahina, and you can still pick this up. I believe it is going for 30% off. I'll have this link if you want to check it out, as well as my eyeshadow palette I did with them. And yeah, what else? Oh, the Unearthly Cosmetics Ghoul Light highlighter palette. I used the shade Chilling as my highlighter. It's like a silvery lavender. I don't think you can pick this up anymore. I think it was from a Halloween box that they released a few years ago. But yes, that was everything that I used off camera to complete this look. Guys, I had so much fun filming this video, doing this palette bingo, answering all these like spooky, seasonal kind of related questions. It gave me a chance to share a little bit more about myself in a different kind of way. And it was just fun to also challenge myself to use some makeup that I haven't used in a while and keep with the spooky vibes. It was so much fun, but you guys will have to let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below as to how I answer these questions. How would you answer these questions? Or if you do end up tagging this video, tag me, because I would love to hear what you guys think and how you would answer this. I find it so interesting, so I would love to hear from all of y'all. Also, if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like tags, you like things on indie makeup and all that stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have the palettes linked from Nomad. They're actually available. They brought back their Halloween palettes for this season, so if you want to get them, snag them now, because I don't know if they'll be there forever. They're really good palettes from Nomad. I will also link DW and Melissa's channel so you can check out their videos, see how they answered the questions and what looks they came out with. I can't wait to go watch their videos. And I'll have the community playlist so you can see other creators who end up doing this collab. And we'll also have my makeup linked and all that in case you're curious on what's on my face, foundation, everything that I use in this video will be in the description, as well as my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, for supporting my channel, being amazing. I just appreciate you guys all so much, and I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.